and welcome. This is Mindset Mondays with Jose Reynoso. I'm delighted to be back. I've been realizing how important it is to set up systems to ensure I have good internet. Although I do always my best, sometimes life is like pause, do your own thing, and then go live again. So here I am. It's Monday. I'm excited. I'm thrilled. It's been a beautiful weekend of understanding, reflection, and lots of insights. But before we go into today's topic of the day, something that I want to share with you, let's set up the tone. If it's your first time joining Mindset Mondays, welcome. It's a pleasure and it's an honor to have you join. If you've been coming into the Mindset Mondays, either live or on replay, welcome back. This is your home for the mindset tools that support you into not becoming somebody else, not achieving something that you're not meant to, but realizing that everything is within yourself. And the only thing that the Creator, Source, has given us full control and sovereignty is our mind. And if you can set your mind into your true alignment to your purpose, then you are for sure on the path of bliss, success, and full joy in life. So I always love to get shaky, as you know if you've joined in the past, so let's just shake for a second. Let's shake, 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 move your body. I always say this, I shake every day, but it doesn't get old. I never feel that I shake too much. Even after workout, I shake to relax my muscles, but now I'm again doing this session and I'm shaking again, and it's just like, wow. You know, it's so easy to slowly start to carry things on our back, on our body, on ourselves and our muscles that we're sometimes not aware, and it's so easy to let go. Really, this is the meaning of shaking it go, is really embracing and putting into action that often said but very poorly applied, shake it off. Keep shaking. Now bring your hands up, shake your hands up. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Now dangle your arms opposite direction, up and down, and you can change one up, one down. And now just move your arms side to side, allowing your spine to decompress, your shoulders to relax. Looking behind you. Now I'm going to invite you to grab your hands, put them on your waist. I don't know if you can see in the camera. Yeah, you can. Put them on your waist and start to do gentle circles. And you should know, if you never do circles with your head, be very gentle, do small circles. If you're used to doing circles, you can go a little bit bigger and wider. We're releasing tension from our neck, from our jaw. Open your mouth. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Now stop in the center. Start rolling the opposite side. Small, if you never do it, you have to be very mindful about your neck. Big, if you're used to doing it. And I honestly can't recommend doing this enough. Every morning, before I start my practice, I roll my neck, both sides. And it really is a reminder of like opening up my perception, opening up my neck, so I'm ensured that I can see all around me. You know, the horses that go in a carriage, that they have those blinders on the side, they only see straight forward, and they do that so they can only see what's coming up in front of them. That keeps them in a very narrow world and perspective, and it's not their fault, obviously, it's their owners, but I feel that many times we are in that tunnel, in that passage, and we don't see what's around, and we feel that the only reality is what is in front of us, but there's so much around us. So now you can let loose your hands, and now roll your shoulders up and back. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Now rolling them back and forward. Realizing if your body's holding tension, your shoulders. I remember when I used to work in kitchens, I used to hold so much tension. I was not slouched, but I was everything was so fast paced that I realized that my back was starting to hurt, that it was really my shoulders that were so restricted. Now inhale through the nose, keep your eyes closed. Exhale through the mouth, say Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, say ha. Inhale through the nose. Say ha. Saying ha when you exhale really allows you to relax, to open up, and to not be afraid of expressing what's within. And now, dear ones, I'm excited to officially say welcome to Mindset Mondays with me, Jose Reynoso. You know that I'm on this journey and this mission, which is exciting, to support as many individuals in the world with the tools that have supported me in my own journey. And I've been on the journey not playing 50-50 this journey and then working in the corporate world. I've been fully devoted to this journey for 7 years. And that's why whatever I'm sharing with you, it's things that I've learned, applied, integrated, and embodied for every day since I started this journey. And I think it's very important, this aspect of embodiment and application of the teachings. I keep bumping into people, and don't take it personally, anybody in a different generation, but mostly like different generation, like kind of like 45 and up. There's this very heady lineage of people that they've done the retreats, they've gone to the ashrams, they've practiced yoga, they've practiced many metaphysical practices, but they all know it intellectually. They know all the scriptures from Buddhism or from Taoism or whatever. They've done even many ceremonies, plant medicine ceremonies, but it's still a concept. Their life is still not an embodiment of the teachings. And I feel because we come from generations of so much structure that definitely generations like 45 and beyond, they've been to way more pressure from their parents, from society to fit in the mold. The more the borders are starting to disappear through the world web, like internet, through social media, we start to see others and we start to see each other reflected in others, and we start to see that if they can do it, I can do it, and we're able to access so much information nowadays that there's really no excuse to not know, but it's so important to start to embody the teachings. And I also see it in people around my generation or younger that they also do yoga, they all do that, but then they go and get wasted and do drugs even though they're having a green smoothie and practicing and doing plant medicine, right? So it's the time to come into integrity, into alignment. I mentioned this in January that on the 21st of December last year, 2020, it was the full integration of the Aquarian Age. It started, I think, around 1960s, the Aquarian Age, to start to really roll into the Piscean Age. That's where we come from. And the Aquarian Age was fully stabilized on the 21st of December. And this is the age of truth. So it will be very easy, dear ones, to see who is applying the teachings or who just talks about them and who just thinks they know them. Remember, knowledge is just potential power. You cannot say that you are a powerful being just by knowing. That's just half of the equation. You have the concepts, you have the idea, you have maybe the system. Applying it is true power. And that's what really differentiates average from genius, average from those peak performers, people that wake up excited for life, people that know who they are, know what they are, know how they serve. And if you're watching this, you're already taking that step into being in action. And not because they're my teachings, I cannot claim anything to be my teachings, they all come from source. But I love bringing it in a way that you can digest it, that you can really assimilate the nutrients and the micronutrients and the macronutrients of the teachings and apply them. Every day you have the opportunity to apply all the teachings that you've ever had in your life. And I was talking to my grandma the other day and how important it is to be able to walk the fine line between metaphysical and fully grounded, integrated in this dimension as well. We came to the world to be humans, not to be elevated spirits only. We are that, but we're here to be able to walk between both worlds, between duality, between good and bad. And good and bad, really, they're more than brothers. They're one, and you can't have good without bad. And I know that many people in the spiritual world are trying to go into only the light, but you need to also understand the darkness to even appreciate light. You need to have gone through dark periods of time to know that there's light and to appreciate that. So it's all about setting up yourself into a commitment of, I am going to put into practice what I learn. I'm not just going to do the next course. I'm not just going to read the next book and take it as a concept and continue my life. The whole purpose of life is growth, period. We're here to keep growing. And growth means shedding layers. Growth means stepping into the unknown every day. If you know exactly how your day is going to go, one thing is the goals you want to achieve, one thing is the emotions and the values you're going to hold throughout the day. But if you know everything that's going to happen, then you're not stepping into the unknown. You are in a loop of repeating the past, in the present, and in the future, and then no wonder magic is not happening in your life. So, after this small sharing of how I've been perceiving the spiritual world, how I've been perceiving people that put into action their teachings and people that just keep them as teachings, I want to share with you the concept of discipline. Discipline. I need to get like a little keyboard with sound effects and logos. Discipline is this big daunting word for so many people, including myself in the past. I remember discipline was not for me. I would not consider myself the rebel in school, but I was always the one having to journey through different schools. I was always invited to leave school, and it's how would I put it? It was interesting for me to now look back into the past and see my attitude and my journey through the school system. I'm not gonna blame the school system. I'm definitely not gonna promote the education system that we have in place. It's not meant to make successful people. The educational system is meant to have really obedient people that follow the rules, or like Vishen Lakhiani, who says rules, which are bullshit rules. The rules that are in place to keep you small, to keep you playing small, to not achieve that 1%. That's why they say that the 1% is ruling the world, because the rest are following the rules of the 1%. But that's changing. So my time in school, I was not disciplined. I never had my homework done. I never had my assignments done. And it was not because I wanted to be a rebel. It was just I was not excited to deliver. The classes were not exciting for me. I'm a very visual and like applicational learner. I don't like to read a book. I was living in Spain. I had these big books. Now learn all the history from year 1000 to 1500. And remember the kings, the queens, which are like, why do I even care? The kings and queens that were slaughtering and killing people and telling them to eat cake, like they say in the French Revolution, eat cake when they're starving. So I was not excited. But this developed in a subconscious attitude in life, which was to not be disciplined. I tend to do my best to not follow what they were doing, because I just felt that it was not for me. So the word discipline was a big word, daunting word, and I always was the one that always said in school, I cannot wake up early. It's really hard for me to wake up early. And even in school, waking up early was a big thing. I would like go to class and I felt tired, and anybody asked me like, oh, let's do something in the morning. I'm like, I'm not a morning person. But now I love my mornings. I can't wait to go to bed early so I can wake up early. I love waking up early. And it has been a shift of the word discipline in my life. Whoever says that they don't like discipline is because they have been subject to imposed discipline, which is a very different aspect. You know, if you've been to a military academy in the States, I know it's common sometimes for kids to be sent to a military academy, a boarding school, or your parents themselves, they were like German, or not even German, anywhere. Like parents were very strict and they were imposing on you discipline. You're gonna hate it. Can you please say, that was me? I know so many people. Luckily, I didn't suffer that within my family, but I did see it in the system, and I kind of had little glimpses of imposed discipline. And imposed discipline is what creates rejection to discipline. So there's almost like a global pandemic of rejection to discipline. But when you start to understand that discipline equals freedom, and how could this be? Like if you're now like more disciplined and you have all this structure and you're committed You don't have to. You don't have to do anything, but you are committed to follow certain guidelines on a daily basis, achieve certain tasks on a daily basis, monthly, yearly, every 5 years, whatever you have that kind of like discipline structure, you will find soon that freedom becomes the side effect. It becomes the consequence. Every action has a consequence. Being disciplined grants you assured freedom. And let me expand on why freedom. When you are able to wake up in the morning and deal with that which you hate the most, which daunts you the most, which feels like such a burden in the morning, first thing in the morning, Joe Dispenza actually always says, first thing in the morning, I get over myself. So if first thing in the morning you get over yourself and you get over those tasks that you tend to procrastinate in the past, guess what? You're gonna feel so proud of yourself. You're gonna feel so committed, so disciplined, so productive, so efficient because you've achieved that. And then the rest of the day, you do everything else that you don't mind doing, that you actually like doing. And if you are the person that has always postponed working out and you're like, I don't want to work out, and then like you wake up in the morning like, okay, I'll wake up later. That later is telling your subconscious mind, avoid this and whatever, and then excuses will come. You'll be busy, you'll have a cold, you'll be an accident. You will co-create the perfect opportunity to not deliver your time in the gym. That's why discipline was such a big word for me to share with all of you. If you truly want to experience yourself to a whole new level in your life, you gotta start by yourself. You gotta start by your routines, by your habits, by hacking the system. And I don't believe in hard work. I believe in being a quantum being. Quantum being means being able to go from A to B in a completely different manner than your parents will have done it and most 99% of the people will be doing it. But it doesn't mean that you can just appear there without any awareness of the process. It means know the process, tap into the energy of the process, become very efficient at the process, and suddenly you're in the other side without even almost thinking about it. And that's what discipline gives you. It starts to give you like this empowerment, this upgrade in your whole energetic and physical body, so you can take those quantum leaps in your life because you are like a pro athlete. Pro athletes are very disciplined because either they have a structure and they have a routine that allows them to perform to their best, or they will not be a pro athlete. So when I'm working with people, I tell them, imagine you are a pro athlete, like period. Don't say because you're not being sponsored by Red Bull or whatever, you're not a pro athlete. You are a pro athlete of your life, like it or not. So what and how are you going to take advantage of this opportunity to perform like such? So today, I would like to do a short activation for discipline. So you can no longer fear discipline, but embrace discipline. Actually be excited to be disciplined. Be excited to wake up a little bit earlier, to put some more repetitions towards your project, towards your vision. And that way, one day of micro goals, of micro victories after another, you look back in the month and you're like, wow, I have achieved all that and look where I am. And it was all because of discipline. And some other factors that we'll cover in different sessions. But today, discipline is the word. Before we proceed, I want to share with you something that I learned not too long ago from Jim Quick. And he calls it super brain yoga. And this is a way to make sure that even if you're sitting down, first of all, I will invite you to stand up. And it's a way for me to ensure to make sure that your brain and your cognitive function is fully here, so we can proceed to the next part of the activation. So standing with your feet hip width apart, grab opposite hand to opposite earlobe and start to massage your earlobes. Okay? Now, exhale, do a squat. Inhale, go up. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. 2 more. I know you can do it. Keep massaging your earlobes. 1 more. Shake it off, shake it off. Why do we do this? Because it connects left and right hemisphere and it makes us being fully present. You can't really think about anything else except being here. So it helps us be present so you can take the next activation. Shake it off a little bit. Now standing up straight, feet width apart, open your palms forward. So your palms should be like this. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, smile. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Now I want you to start imagining yourself, what will be your perfect life? What is that big vision, that big goal that you keep postponing in your life, or that you keep waiting for it to manifest? Maybe it's achieving X amount of money every month or every year. Maybe it's selling X amount of books from your new release. Maybe it's getting, I don't know how many enrollments for your next course, or maybe it's just getting promoted, or finding the love of your life, or taking a big trip in your life. Whatever is your vision, look at it. Start imagining all the details. And now let's add one extra element to this potion. Start to feel the emotions as if you were already living that. Imagine walking with the love of your life on the beach or on the mountain or wherever you like to walk. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Keep adding this extra ingredient of emotion, of excitement, of love, of passion. Imagine the freedom that you will be experiencing, that you are experiencing by having that extra income every month or every year, by having those clients that you're waiting for, by having your books being sold to as many people as you are envisioning now. Connect to the emotion, not to the thing, but more to the emotion. Like, what is what you're looking after? Like freedom, love, adventure for the trip, and feel it. Now you can like touch it, you can like feel yourself fully there. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Now, come back into the image of where you are currently. But don't forget of where you are, where you were just a few seconds, of your vision, experiencing that. And once you imagine yourself again being here, don't open your eyes, keep fully present. I mean, this is changing your life, so be fully present. Now, imagine what are the steps that you know you can take right now to move a few steps closer to that vision. Is it, imagine if you're like calling in the love of your life and you know that you're physically not at your best, maybe you've a little bit overweight, or maybe you've overeaten in the past weeks, months, or during the whole pandemic. Maybe you're looking to sell those books, but you're still missing to finish your book. So how many words kind of like, you need to be writing every day. So start to think about those micro steps, those micro victories. And now let's bring in the other magic ingredient, which is discipline. And now like feel discipline, but don't be afraid. Say out loud, discipline, I'm open to receive this activation. I'm open to embody the true meaning of discipline, which is freedom. And I'm willing and open to put what it takes to be in a path of alignment with my vision. And that one aspect that is so crucial is discipline. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. And now feel like your body is receiving the word discipline in a different way. Maybe you're even excited, like, okay, I still don't fully get what discipline could do in my life, but I'm open to it. The first thing is being open to a concept. The first thing is to be open to this idea. So now that you're open to the concept and to the idea of discipline, being disciplined, see what it could look in your life. Maybe it means waking up a little bit earlier so you can do your breathing and your meditation and your journaling and your readings and your workout. You can start adding up. But you know that it's for the greater good. That you know that if you do those small victories of discipline every morning, you're gonna have a much better cognitive function. If you're breathing and you're doing exercise, if you're hydrating yourself, you are gonna be much more clear if you're doing your journaling, and you're gonna be much stronger if you're also doing your exercise. Your body's gonna be strong, so when you are a millionaire, your body's also $1 million worth, not a 5 cent body, right? Because if your body's not strong and but you're a millionaire, you won't be able to buy health with money. Money can support you in the path of being healthy, but once you're sick, everybody says, I wish I had put more attention into my body. So just realize that if you incorporate discipline into your life and you start to adopt these steps, you're gonna feel much better. So now, keeping your eyes closed, inhale, and repeat after me. I now surrender to the power of discipline. I now surrender to the true meaning of freedom equals discipline and discipline equals freedom. I now know, and I tell each of my cells that I choose to be a disciplined being as one of the steps into achieving full mastery, full sovereignty, and a peak performance in my life. And now start to feel already the benefits of being a disciplined being. What does it feel to know that you are sticking to your game plan? You're sticking to your schedule that is moving you micro steps towards your goal. And suddenly, inhale, exhale, visualize yourself doing that quantum leap, that those small steps no longer are small. Suddenly, you realize that you can achieve much more by being disciplined. You can go from A to B in a millisecond instead of taking 1 hour, instead of taking 1 month. Discipline, dear ones, is one of those golden keys that allows you to get to know yourself better, but also to achieve great things. Open your eyes. Dear one, you're here on this planet, on this incarnation, to achieve great things, not for success, not for money, not for glory, not for recognition. All of those things are transient and you can get them or you can lose them. But it's all about the emotion, freedom, joy, love, excitement, adventure, connection. You're here to experience all of that and much, much more that I can't say with words, that we can't comprehend with our mind, that you can only feel and say, aha. So, are you ready to take this quest, to take this challenge, which becomes challengeless as you proceed with your life, and embody discipline for the next 7 days, for the next 14 days, and maybe for the rest of your life? I mean, if you're becoming better by being more disciplined, why not take the leap of faith? It's been a pleasure, it's been an honor. I'm excited to see in the comments below, what does discipline mean? Have you been having challenges with discipline in your life? Will you consider yourself a non-disciplined person? Will you consider a full rebel of discipline like I used to be back in school? Comment below, share this video with somebody that might also need a little dose of discipline, of motivation, of mindset. And as you know, I'm super passionate to support beings like you. So if you ever wondered, what would it be like to be in a container with epic change makers, getting accountability, learning about discipline, but applying discipline and having those habits that have supported me and hundreds of people around the world that I've worked with to achieve a higher state of being, to wake up excited, to be at peace with themselves, to feel healthier in their body, to be more connected to their spirit and have that mindset that allows them to overcome any challenge that we are going to face through life, because that's inevitable. We're going to see challenges, but if you have the right mindset, you will always come with a big smile knowing it was not a challenge, it was an opportunity of growth. Namaste, blessings, have the most epic week, apply discipline and you'll be impressed.